Net cut out there again. It's the issue I have with my internet, it's not perfect by any stretch. So I'm just going to go back and pick up this drop, sell some items, see what else I can pick up from the trader, and then pretty much I'm going to shoot off, see what I can find further down the road as far as a new township. Whether I come back to here and actually spend the 21 day horde, or day 21 horde, I'm not too sure at the moment, but yeah, we'll just play it by ear anyway. So I'm just going to go and sell some stuff, see if try and buy some better quality stuff, but not too sure what the trader's going to have. I'm pretty much packed up, ready to go. I might pick up a couple more things to take with me, but yeah, do that when I get back. So the drop isn't too far away from me, so I'm just going to go pick that up. There she is. Might have something good, might not. Can't know until you have a look. What have we got here? Pretty much nothing. A couple of first aid kits is really probably the best thing there. So over here should be the trader somewhere. Gotta be this way. Sure. There she is. See if we can sell some stuff. Last time I was here I got attacked by dogs as usual. Hope that doesn't happen again. Not too sure when, I didn't actually check when it was respawning the new stuff.
Welcome, survivor.
So,
feel free to look around.
Still Forex I don't need. S&G I don't need. Tool and dice, I'm not worried about tool and dice here at the moment. Iron gloves and iron boots. What have I got in levels of those?
With you. Come back and tell your friends.
Okay, so I haven't got any iron boots. Let's buy those.
Stranger, I've got the best deals in Navis game.
382.
Thank you, survivor.
I think I've got good
Check
gloves.
back soon. I get new merchandise.
Yeah, I'm going to buy the iron gloves as well.
Thank you, survivor.
I'm going to get some more stuff to see if there is actually anything else I can sell from my stash that I've got outside. Might be able to make a bit more money, buy a few other bits and pieces. You get so much money in this game that you literally, once you got it, you might as well start spending it. It backs up pretty quickly. No saving it for any particular reason, I find. Make plenty of money if you sell your unused gun parts.
All prices are fair here.
What's the level of your bartering? Does it have to get a 16? Does that say 80? It does, so my secret stash can't go up yet. Got to sell a bit more stuff. I'm not going to bother wasting points in it at the moment. No need to. It'd be nice to
You need assistance?
get some extra points. Get some extra like high level stuff, but that's not a major problem. I'm really looking for pickaxe. Steel pickaxe would be nice, but there doesn't seem to be one here, so that's alright. I'm going to buy the 2 fertilizer. Am I going to buy the 2 fertilizer? No, actually I'm not going to waste my money on the 2 fertilizer. Over here in this rocks where I've got my bits and pieces that I haven't sold hidden, and my. So I can sell that. See if we can sell the tyres. I wasn't able to sell that, and I wasn't able to sell. The two pistols I couldn't sell either, so I might as well leave those there. Organise this a bit better. Try to sell a couple of these and a couple of helmets along with that, and a couple of hunting rifles. Probably getting close to what I'm able to sell at the moment, so let's see what we can sell other stuff here. Free up some space. Hey, you mate, alright? What's been happening, Snakes? I've been watching a bit of yours as well, mate, with your PvP. Attacking people. There's been some funny things going on. Quite enjoy watching your PvP. I just hope you don't try and come and get me. But hey, that's what PvP is all about. If you can find me, you're more than welcome to come and see if you can kill me. But we'll worry about that at another time. I'm basically just cruising along, eh, mate? Nothing too stressful. How's everything going with you?
It's been a real pleasure.
Yeah, man, the one where he fell down the, you fell down his hole and then took away the hay bale. That was pretty funny. I liked that. I didn't see it coming actually. Well, once you did it, obviously, but I didn't see its. Yeah, man, stay away from me. That's good, mate. That's good. I'm glad to hear. Yeah, I've just been, as I said, just cruising around today. It's almost day 21. I've just been really just wasting a bit of time. Nothing too hard. Yeah, man, that was well worth watching that one. I don't think he expected that, but oh well. They rage quit on you, which is a bit annoying, but I mean, everybody does it, eh? But yeah, I think as long as you know that you're in a PvP world, as such, is that a dog? Oh, I thought I was going to get another dog attacking me. Yeah, mate, as long as they understand that you're in a PvP world and it's a dog-eat-dog world, you just kill whoever, so be it. As I said, mate, you're more than welcome to come and try and find me. I'm just not going to tell you where I am. Otherwise that makes it too easy for you. Where's my bike gone? There. Some people go on their day and they don't know I'm coming. Yeah, I'm always keeping an eye out for you. I'm too suspicious of you now. So I'm always keeping an eye on who the player is coming on the game, and if I see you, I'll be keeping an eye out for you, put it that way. I might even come try and find you and kill you instead. But, now, cheers, man. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. Just working my way at it. You know, I've only got 9 subscribers, but 9 is a start. I'd like to get to the point where some of these other people are, but that's just going to take time and work, and yeah, I don't expect anything for free. You just work at it and see how it goes. Thanks very much for the like. I think there's ways I can probably do things better or differently, but yeah, there's probably ways I can do things better, but that comes with time. I've been playing the game for a fair while now, so I do know the ins and outs pretty well. But I haven't been streaming for very long, obviously. I've only been streaming for, I suppose, a week and a half maybe. So, yeah, just any advice you can give me, what you think. I'd like to start doing this PvP type thing as well. But we'll see how that pans out. Now I've lost where I left my stuff. It's over here. So, mate, yeah, no, it's anytime you want to jump on the game, please do. I'm not going to rage quit on you. But if you just wanted to jump on, have a run around, have a bit of fun. I think with the new update eventually coming, I'm not stressed about people, like even if it was you getting on and trying to kill me. Mate, you're more than welcome to. I think with the new update coming up. We're all gonna have to start again eventually anyway. So yeah, it's always good to know what your tricks are. I mean, obviously there's a cheating way where you're asked to be their friend, but I did notice that you find your guys pretty easily, and that was always something I always wondered. Like, it took me a long time to figure out, and I only found out because somebody mentioned it, that if you don't have the padlock on your bike, they can find you that way. Nah, I hope so. Thanks, mate. Yeah, as I said, people come on. I think I'm strong enough now to kill most people, and survive most of their attacks. But yeah, said I'm looking forward to the update so we can sort of just start anew. Really, everybody starts with a fresh sort of start, and we'll see where that goes from there. But yeah, cheers, mate. Fucking there seems to be quite a good little community of streamers that are just starting out. So I watch a lot of those guys like Viprin, Life's a Game. Here's a tip: zombies hear noise and travel in direction. Ah, I see. I mean, so you follow the zombies. That makes sense. So you can follow zombies for one. Yeah, that makes sense. I know also that you, what do you say, you... Yeah, no, they're good boys. I watched quite a few of their streams. I think one said he was Australian, but I'm sure he sounds English. But one of them might be English, one of them might be Australian. Is it Wolfie and Dan? Yeah, and I've been watching a bit of their stuff. They sort of, they're good to bounce ideas off. And I said Viprin mentions you as well. There's probably, I know there's probably 20 people that I've noticed, the sort of key people that are around all the time. Yeah, it's good to see, you know, it's a good little community going. Yeah, man, good boys. Yeah, I get on their stream whenever they are. Yeah, and then Viprin, obviously, he's a Kiwi like me, so that's got something in common there. We don't live too far away from each other, probably about 4 or 5 hours away from each other. But yeah, no, he's good for giving me the heads up. Yeah, and that's what it should be. It shouldn't be a toxic world that we live in where people are just nasty to each other. You know, it's good to be able to bounce ideas off each other. You know, sort of ask for help and see what people can suggest to make your stream a bit better or make your gameplay a bit better. As I said, I'm pretty up to scratch now as far as where I am with how I can play. I don't think I can improve a heck of a lot, but yeah, it's got a lot of support, and I think I like that idea. You know, I was watching. Who was I watching earlier? I was watching. Oh, Mr. Crow. Actually, I was watching Mr. Crow as well, and yeah. So there's a few around the people. Yeah, that's what Viprin said, the same thing, mate. You know, it's that's the key. Just getting your name out there, letting people know you're around. If you're not too much of an idiot, most people will sort of help you out. I'm sure, you know, and everybody's friendly. Hey, mate, it's one of those games that you can team up with people, or you can go solo. You know, I've gone solo a lot in my one. I don't team up with people a lot because basically the times where I'm on, not many other people seem to be on, so a lot of the time I spend it solo, but I love to get into a game with a few different people. Yeah, man, everybody hears about you. I got given the heads up by the boys to say go and have a look at sneaks. So I found you eventually, and yeah, I enjoy watching those PvP battles you have. It makes me wonder sometimes just how stupid some of the people you go up against are, though. You know, they can't shoot guns, they can't fire arrows, they can't use melee weapons. They do really seem to be quite hopeless. Nothing against you, obviously, but you've got it all over them. You're far better than they are. It just shows, you know, sometimes they'll kill you, but you'll come back and kill them eventually. And then that's the end of that. But yeah, to rage quit, it's a bit pointless, to be honest. You know, this is what the game. You know what the game's there for. somebody kills you, go back and kill them. Simple. No man, no, you're welcome man. Thanks for the like. So yeah, I'm just going to cruise now to have a look and see what I can find in the way of the next city. I'll probably spend the horde back, 21-day horde, back at the base I was just then. But I'll see what I come up against when I'm riding at night to see where in the end of the world is brutal. Yeah man, in the end of the world? The end of the world is brutal? Yeah, certainly is. Yeah man, take it easy, eh? Thanks very much. We'll catch up again soon. I'll catch up with you. Post another couple of streams with you, or videos with you, PvPing people. They're always good fun. Take it easy, man. You look after yourself. Here's the end of the road. Well, that's shit. So basically I'm just cruising. Gonna see where the next city is, or next village, next town is on the map. I'm gonna head back. The map's got to catch up. I've got to head back to where my last base is eventually to do the day 21 horde. So I'll head back there at some point. But I might as well be doing something at night, driving around and sort of searching out new places, finding new, what do you call them, traders is always a good way to find them at night. And at the moment I seem to be killing a lot of zombies around. Nope. Sure I heard a zombie before. Nope. But yeah, so killing deers, searching out new areas. Pretty much just optimising the time that I would be wasting generally at night. So there's a bit of water on my map, which isn't ideal. I prefer to have as little water as possible. simply because it restricts your travel, well, it extends your travel times between places. But for the first, I'm only up to day 20, for the first at least 40 days, I don't build a base, anything other than a temporary one anyway, and I pretty much just search out and sort of suss out where I want to build my base. I like to make it central, I like to make it near to traders, and I like to make it near the hub city. So it's all just a matter of checking out what I can find around the place and see whether there's anything. That's the end of the road. Well, that's shit, that's the end of 2 roads. So not ideal. Little passage of play here for me at the moment. I pretty much have to go back on this road and then go over to that road there, so... Oh shit, you come up on me. Just for that you're going to die. Eventually. That was a complete waste of time. But yes, I need to go back on this road, get onto the other road and see whether it takes me to a town. Obviously these 2 roads that I've been on just tonight have led to nowhere. Not ideal, bit of a waste of time, but I had to find that out eventually, so I can't really be too annoyed with it. It at least shows me that there's nothing that way except water, and that way I'm not too sure what goes past the road. It might be the end of the world. I haven't really identified where I am on the map, which I usually would do. I'd usually find out how close I am to the centre. Oh, another pig. Yeah, piggy, piggy, piggy. So I'm collecting plenty of meat, plenty of animal hide, plenty of bones, and getting hit by zombies left, right and centre. I should have checked out that there was nobody around, but that's alright, I haven't died, it's not too much of a problem. So as I was saying, there seems to be a lot of water around where I am, so that's another key point to me figuring out where I want to establish my permanent base. I've only found one trader. I haven't gone to the hub yet, which I generally don't do until I've got a little bit more experience, a little bit more minimum health on me. It's quite a dangerous place, as everybody knows. So pretty much I just spend a lot of time at the moment just identifying where I am on the map, trying to get my skill levels up, trying to get my tools up to a decent level. I've got like a level 570 odd, might only be 540, but it's a 540 steel axe that I bought at the trader. I'd love to get a steel pickaxe. I haven't got the capability to make steel yet. I could if I wanted to, I just haven't. I haven't needed to. I bought some steel at the trader so that I can actually repair the steel stuff I have got, so that's not so bad. I can repair 2 lots of stuff. I've got 46. I actually might be able to repair more than that actually. I'm not too sure how much steel it takes to repair a pickaxe or a fire axe, and more than likely I'll just repair the pickaxe. It's the one that's more critical to me. So yeah, just random searching. Finding new road, which I've just done, so this road's the next one I'll go down and see where I arrive at. I'm expecting this will take me somewhere at least worthwhile. Yeah, biggie, biggie, biggie. So any zombies around? Yeah, there's some. Where is that zombie? So he's not chasing me yet. I've got time to break this down. Pick up the bird's nest. Get back on the road. Off we go again. I'll come back and search those cars, break down those cars at another time. I haven't got time to do it tonight. All I'm doing is trying to find the next town that I'm trying to go to. Knowing my luck, I will probably end up finding the hub city. I'm moving into the burnt biome, which doesn't really bother me too much. It's one of my favourite biomes, especially the start. You find a lot of birds' nests, you find a lot of eggs, obviously. You find... What I will do is break this down, though. Because I didn't bring any mechanical parts with me. You can seem to find dogs in this biome, so that's really the only scariest thing. The only thing it doesn't have, and especially starting early game, is very many plant fibres. But it's survivable. I don't mind that. To give up that isn't a major problem for me. As I said, you know, you find a lot of rubbish bags, so you'll find a lot of glue, oil, duct tape, recipes. So as I said, this is probably my favourite biome to start in. And also in the toilets you'll find pistols, and in the sinks you'll find wrenches. And there's a dog right there. He's going to get run over if he doesn't notice me. Right, nothing coming. My most hated thing on this program. I hate them more than I hate zombies. I hate them more than I hate bears. I absolutely hate dogs. Dogs are my pet hate on this. They are, yeah. I've been killed twice by dogs now. The 2 times I have died have been both by dogs. One was a pack of about 5 of them in the last episode. Attacked me beside the creek, or beside the pond that I was going to collect the airdrop. But yeah, wasn't very well organised by me. It was a bit of a mistake by me, a bit of a stuff up. I didn't have my first aid kits on my tool belt, and I got mauled. Tried to survive it, missed getting on my mini bike, which would have got me away. Missed that, and yeah, ended up getting killed by dogs. So that's why I'm only at level 101. I was up to level about 115, I think it's the highest I've been. A lot of animals in these couple of biomes I've been through. That zombie's coming to get me. Just sorting that first. The other good thing I like about the burnt biome is these. Obviously they give you fertilizer, so it's got a lot of positives, this biome. Everybody has their own favourite. It's definitely the burnt biome for me. Fine. 25 to 4. Chances are coming up here is going to be the new city, I'm thinking. Just from the layout of the terrain, chances are there's actually a city or a town, small town, just up here. More than likely going to prove me wrong, but we'll... No, look at that, straight ahead of us. So it's a medium-sized town. Got a nice little sized town, and there's straightway into a shotgun messiah. So when I first turn up in a city, all I do is basically I'll just drive around and identify where all my favourite places of interest are. Things like this is sort of pointless. I don't really worry too much about that. It's got a safe in it. Really about all it has. A bit of medical supplies, but I don't need medical supplies. I like looking for working stuffs. Not so much cracker books. I've got all the recipes I need now. I wouldn't bother going out of my way to get a cracker book. I'll go and search it if I have to get my levels up, but not too stressed. Seems to be quite a sparse sort of city all in all. What I might do is actually find where I'm going to spend the horde here. Might be the way to go, rather than going back. Just sort of backtracking really. So we'll see what comes of maybe finding a place. So popping pills, yeah. I thought I was actually on the edge of the world, so let's try and get out of here without being caught in a rock and killed. or on the wall and killed. So we've got a popping pills. Pretty worthless really. Might give you a few those green pills, what are they called? Can't think off the top of my head what they're called. Give you a few of those, might give you eight or so of those, which might get my levels up a bit higher. But, and it'll have a chems workbench as well. Really about all those the popping pills are worth. They'll give you a lot of bandages and just general crap. First aid kit recipes, the odd first aid kit. But all in all, generally a pretty pointless sort of place of interest at this point in my game. I will search it eventually. The trailer park, give you a few mechanical parts I suppose, give you some burning barrels which I will use later in the game. Yeah, probably the most handy thing out of that is the mechanical parts to me. So I'll definitely search that and break down all the air conditioning units and the... Thinking I might plant myself on the... I'll have a look around and see what... Fuel barrels from the petrol stuff of Jim's cars. It's always handy. And we got a working stiffs. Bonus. It's exactly what I needed. And we may even get another workbench from this passing gas. So it's a good little township actually. It's growing on me. And of course we're back at the start here where I have the... Is there any zombies after me? Yes, plenty of them. At least one of them anyway. Oh geez, that wasn't very well done. This Spike Club is my saviour. At night I wouldn't be going anywhere near running around at night without it. As you can see, I've still got hit a couple of times, so I'm not perfect at it. I don't think I'm perfect at it, but it's a pretty handy weapon to have. I prefer it to the sledgehammer. A lot of people like using the sledgehammer. I personally don't. It's too slow for me. You've got to be too accurate for me. Spike Club is a far better weapon in my eyes. But same as I said, everybody's got their different ways of doing things and they're better at using different things and building better things. So it's all down to personal choice. Yeah, but I'm pretty happy with this whole this city, little township, little city that I've found. Where's that fella? It's inside already. At the very least I'll get some petrol out of here. And a workbench. I've already got a workbench, but I will pick up any workbenches that I do come across anyway, so... Yeah, good little township. Let's see what I can find in the... working stuff. This is probably the next big question. Yeah, mechanical parts and repair kits. Nothing to scoff at. You always have to take those. Every opportunity. What I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to identify where the centre of the town is. Crawler. Find where the centre of the town is, and what that does is that's where I base myself. I don't base myself in a particular place of interest generally, because first of all, people will get to know where you're actually hiding yourself, but also they will. It means you've got less travelled distance to each of the spots before you come back and dump your loot. So I need to identify where the middle of the map is, which is pretty much there. I'll go to the nearest building that one is, that's suitable as a sort of place to stash the stuff, and that will be my stash pot for this point for the centre. This spot's name. So this actually works out really well because it's actually the popping pills, and that works out perfectly for what I do. And I'll show you why. And this is all tricks I'm teaching people that I do personally, that they'll be able to use against me if they do know what my PS play, whatever you call it, handle is. And if they ever wanted to come find me, it will help them, but so be it. I just want to show you what I do in this spot. I'm not sure, I have never seen it done by anybody else, so I'm not sure whether it's a regular thing. A few zombies around, we'll clear those out first. No use watching your back while you're doing this sort of stuff. So I do want to get some wood first. So I'll chop down this tree over here. That will allow me to make storage chests. And 2 wooden ladders. But what I also need to do is actually identify where I'm going to spend the horde. That's another key point at the moment. I can hear a zombie, but I can't figure out where it's from. So first things first, I'm sure I need 3 ladders. I only need 2 anyway, but that's right. So what I do, this is a perfect place for being the centre for me. It's in the centre and it's got my perfect hiding place, and I'll show you where my hiding place is. And as I said, I don't know if anybody else is aware of this, but it's something I've used for a few months now. This obviously up here is a big area that's actually able to be dug out. So what I do is I generally, it doesn't matter which block you bust out, but I bust out a couple of blocks. In this case I'll probably bust out 4. And then I'll put the put you down there. This is where I put my boxes. They can't see it from ground level. You take away the ladders when you leave, and they don't know you've been there. So this is my tip to anybody who's been watching the game as far as a hiding place. It won't last for long if too many people see this, but never mind. It's what all the part of the game is about. Stuff in there. Right, so let's go and search some stuff. Actually no, what I want to do is I might spend it on top of that. Yeah, that's me. Looks like where I'm going to spend the horde. Easy to defend. Go and suss it out first. Easy to defend on a good level. As long as the zombies don't come from this direction here. It's the only thing. First things first, I'll break down these cars so they don't get in the way. bags. The zombies get caught up on them. Cinder blocks. Get rid of this little prick. And in general, just clear up the area so nothing's impeding the zombies getting to me when the horde comes. Ideally, I don't want them to go through that door. But even if they do, they come inside and I can shoot them from the inside of the wall anyway, so... But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Saw her cave in that one. So I'll get myself all set up for the board and then I'll go search. Only up to level 102, or sorry, maximum 102, but that's right, it'll rebuild. It'll rebuild over time as long as I don't die. Sort out first. Pretty much cleared out everything I need to, apart from maybe that cinder block. Maybe the burnt wood. We'll just go around, clear that crap up as well. Some reason it's breaking that, don't know why. It's all stuff that zombie bodies will break. Gore blocks will break when they land on them, so I want to get rid of those if possible. Let's make some ladders. So I need 3, 6, 9, 12 really. Ideally, and I'll show you why, basically because I just basically go up on all 4 sides. And I will bust out the handrail in those 4 spots as well, but that can be done when I've done around the thing here. Doesn't matter. We'll run with that anyway. we're almost ready to go as far as being ready for the horde. So that's all that matters. Nothing worse than all of a sudden realising that the horde's coming in 2 minutes. Happened to me a few times, been caught out, especially earlier in the game when I was first starting. You just don't pay attention necessarily to what the day number is. I'm a lot more aware of that now, so I don't get caught out as often. What I'll do now is I'll go and get my... after I take down this car, I'll go and get my crossbow. Crossbow actually might already be in my bike. So let's have a look. It is. I do need to repair the crossbow at some point. That noise was actually the hot man. How far away is it? Oh, there it is there. It's not too bad, I might go and get it. No dramas. So I'll read you. Get rid of you. Put you back in my... What that? Oh god, just keeps better and better. You back where you belong. I got 245, where is it? It's on the bike. Oh man. I got 245 crossbow bolts. I don't think it's going to be enough. So I need to go and make some of those as well. Put you in there. Fill up. Make a secure storage chest. I need to go and find some feathers, which should be easy enough to find. Make some stone crossbow bolts. Simply because I haven't got enough time to set up my forge. You can go in there, you can go in there, you can go in there. That can go back in the tool belt. And go and dump the stuff back at my spot where I'm stashing it, which is where the red arrow is, obviously. See, no, we'll go and dump it first, and then I'll go and pick up the drop. I've got enough meat, but I'm going to go and kill this deer anyway, if I can eventually catch it. It'll stop. And get run over. I can hear the zombies. They're coming to get me. Crawlers, or I call them, leg sprainers like that. Wasn't very well done by me at all. Let's make a splint. The splint will be able to make me run faster, obviously. But let's take my bike back, dump the stuff at my stash point, go pick up the drop, and search the working stiffs and the shotgun messiah. Is what I'm going to do before 10 o'clock. Put as much stuff as possible so I can carry more. I know I watch games where a lot of people carry a lot of different stuff. I tend to carry the bare minimum. But that's just me. Some people carry all sorts of stuff. It's just not what I do. It's a personal thing, as I've spoken about quite a few times. Do I only have feathers in here? 8. So I probably need another, I'd say another 100 feathers. Look at this. Iron crossbow bolts. Okay. I'm actually at a bit of a problem here because I haven't got... What I might make is the wooden bow and iron arrows. Stone arrows. Because I don't think you can make stone crossbow bolts. And I don't think 245 is going to suffice. Oh, I need to make the wooden bow. Let's make... I need to break up some stone. Oh, pig. You can run away, I don't care. Let's make some arrows. First of all, what's the time? 10 to 3. It's not too bad. Let's take all the stuff out of here. Put back in the stuff that I permanently leave in there, which is that stuff. So I could spend a few days here just looting and checking this place out. So once I finish the water, I will be staying here for a couple of days. And I'll probably set up a forge, get some material working. So yeah, just in general, just investigating the place and seeing what I can loot from here. Where's my bike gone? So let's go and pick up that drop. Then we'll come back and search the working stuffs, which I'm hoping will have some right stuff. I'd love to get an auger part. But we'll see how that pans out. There's a lot of gas barrels in this town as well, which is always handy. For passing gas, I've got to go and pick up the workbench. I can come back with my shovel and pick up some fertilizer. So yeah, all going pretty well at the moment. It's just a pity I've died a couple of times. It's always annoying losing those 10 points. I also need to have a bit of a run around at some point and collect a few birds' nests, but that's not going to take long. I can get 150, 200 birds, feathers pretty quickly. I thought it was a deer, but it's a burning zombie. There's a pig up there, but I won't worry about you. Got plenty of meat. So I had Sneaks 847 on my stream a little bit earlier. Thanks for coming on, Snakes, mate. Just wanted to give him a plug. If you've never watched any of his YouTube videos, go and have a look at it. It's Sneaks 847 TV, all one word. I'll say that again, Sneaks 847 TV. He does a lot of PvP, goes and finds people, and that's his thing, the PvP type game. And he's actually very good at it. So I think you'll enjoy his videos. They're quite entertaining, some of the stuff he gets up to, and how he basically attacks and kills other players. And hey, he doesn't always win. I've killed him, but generally I find in the end he wins most of them. So go and check him out. Not the greatest drop. I mean, I had a high level rocket launcher barrel, but I never use rocket launchers, so 3 recipes, give or take really. I'm not too stressed about that. Let's get some stone while we're here. break down this one rock, should be enough, should be about 90 stone. And then I've got the materials to make make some arrows ready for the horde, which is coming in about 4 hours, 3.5 hours. Is that right? Yeah. 3.5 hours? Sounds about right. So plenty of time to get back there and get all set. I want to look at maybe killing about 50 zombies this horde. But we'll see how that pans out. I can only kill what they send to me. But yeah, 50 would be nice. Give me a few more levels, which will give me a few more skills points to allocate to other spots. So that's the aim. That's the target for me. I think I might have searched these. No, that one was searched. While those night vision goggles are pretty worthless on console, they are worth money to sell, so that's why I keep those. So let's keep an eye out for some feathers. Need a few more than that, but we're starting to get there. So I will do a quick search around. It's the easiest place to find feathers, eggs, easiest of all biomes, as I've said before. It doesn't take long before you run around and find, you know, 50, 60, 100 arrows. I think I'm probably getting up. See some more fertilizer. And what I found sometimes as well is around these fertilizer deposits, there can be one of those blue dead zombie bodies. It doesn't appear to be one on this one, so it doesn't happen all the time, but also a lot of rubbish bags around them as well. So that's a good indication where you can find fertilizer. Pretty easy to see on the ground now that I know where it is, so I think most people are the same. There's a lot of animals around here. There's a pig back there. There's a deer over where just before I came into this biome. So there are a lot of animals around, so I'm never going to be short of meat. This is really all I get from like animal hide doesn't roam me. So 130 arrows pretty quickly, so let's make those. What am I missing? Wood. And now I have enough to finish the horde. Right, so I will break up another rock and get enough to finish off those arrows, and then I won't be searching for any more arrows at this stage. I want to get back and do a little bit of looting before the horde comes. Right, so I have... Oh, Jesus. Where'd he come from? Crawling fella. Doesn't seem really close to me. Didn't break my leg again, which is always handy. Or sprain my leg. Let's get out of here and do a bit of looting. Looting's more fun than the crap I'm doing at the moment. It's all a necessary part of the game, but it's not good viewing. And that's what I think the difference between videos like people like Sneaks puts out and streamers. Streamers can actually, and I'm one of them, so I'm just stating a fact from my point of view. Streamers can actually have a lot of downtime where stuff is pretty boring. So, but anybody who's played the game knows that it's a necessary evil in the game. I got a mate of mine that from here at home who comes on and watches my streams. Rick, if you're watching, I'm not too sure if you're on at the moment, but if you are, have you got a hangover today? I wasn't feeling that flash this morning when I woke up, but yeah, he says it's a bit boring. He says, you know, what's the point of the game? And it's hard to explain to some people that, you know, not all games are first-person shooter type setups. That's not... There's other genres out there that people like. I personally don't like. I don't mind first-person shooters. I just don't play a lot of them. But I prefer these sort of strategy, trying to outthink your opponent type games. That's what sort of gets me going as far as gets my mind moving. And Yeah, but unfortunately with these games, and it's as he says there's a lot of stuff you do like digging holes that are just boring, and they are boring, and it's boring to do them, let alone watch them if you're not doing them. So, yeah, there's pros and cons for either or for streaming or videos, and I think I'd like to do videos eventually, but at the moment it's just streaming for me, just trying to get my feet really more than anything. Let's see how much crap we can find in here. I got my levels pretty high as far as looting, so I might find some good stuff. And I found some wood first up. Awesome. Go break this box down. Reasonably high level stuff there, which is always good. What did I get? A 500 pickaxe, which it's not going to hurt. That's always handy. So yeah, I found some alright stuff so far. Still plenty of boxes to open. Nothing in there, obviously. I've got a level 500 and something shopping basket, so I wasn't too stressed. I was more a case of looking and seeing what that level was. As far as breaking the ones down with the present or the wrench, I don't bother anymore. I've got a high level, just leave it there for other people. So looked like we had some nail gun parts, which are pretty pointless to me at this stage of the game. So I'm going to put that back in there, along with that, and that, all worthless to me, and the wooden frame as well. The door, I'm not too stressed about the door either, or the water. So I'll take the rebar frame, see what's in these last few boxes. Pretty worthless sort of stuff there, along with there, other than mechanical parts. What's the time? So at the time I got a wriggle on and got ready for this horde. It's coming up 8 o'clock, so we've got 2 hours. No need to stress yet, but time to get a wriggle on and just be prepared and ready to go when it starts. You don't want to be running around getting things ready when the zombies are already heading your way. A recipe and a couple of scrappable items. Not a bad little haul, nothing outstanding there. Probably the best thing was this pickaxe actually. Which means I can do 600 pickaxe. Right. Nothing in you anyway. Or you. Not much real value there. What I will do is read this recipe though. So I can actually build level 600 iron pickaxe. That's not too bad until I get steel items. We can live with that for a while. And I'm not worried about you. So we're out of here, basically. Out of here. Ready to go. Let's get on my bike, go and dump the stuff at my stash, and go and get ready for the horde. The horde's probably the most entertaining part of the whole game. As everybody knows, it's the most chaotic part. So that's the sort of part you want to be streaming. So I haven't got anybody on the stream by the looks of it at the moment. If there is anybody here and they don't want to say hello in the chat, I'll say hello anyway. But we'll dump this stuff. Yeah, not a bad little haul. Nothing outstanding by any stretch, but not a bad little haul. We've got 140 arrows. It's an hour before the horde. Let's get over there and get set. A few different things I can do while I'm waiting for the horde anyway, so... But I timed it about right. I'm pretty happy with that timing. I'm sort of hoping the horde will come from that direction. So east or west would be ideal for me. But we'll just do what we're going to do. What we can do. Right. So what I'm going to do is dump you and you. Put you in. You in. Take you and you as well. Simply because I may need to repair it, so we are good to go. Half an hour to the horde. I've killed 506 zombies so far, so that'll be able to let me tell how many zombies I killed on the horde. Chicken over there running away from the horde, obviously. Let's just see how this all pans out anyway. I may fall off, in which case I will need to run to one of these ladders. So that'll be some pretty chaotic times when that happens. But we're almost good to go. Up on here, ready to shoot down. And good to go. I'm going to take my jersey off while I've got that 10 seconds to get ready. While this is happening, I won't be talking a lot, so other than to myself really. And we're good to go, 5 minutes. "506 zombies." Oh, pig running away from the horde as well. Here we go. Day 21 horde. Let's see anything at the moment. So they are coming from the east, which isn't a bad thing for me. One down. Two down. I try and spread them out so that they don't wall block on top of each other. That's my aim. Try and be able to loot as much as possible out of these guys. All going pretty well at the moment as far as, well, one-shot kills until that one. Here a little bit. One-shot flute kill. Come along here, will you? You might fall in the alright spot. She won't though. She will gore block and fall to bits. Unfortunately, that one there, but that's right. We can live with one. Oh, well shot. Missed it by a mile. Same with that one. Thought I might have got close to that one, no. Hit him, but flew. And this is why I need more than 245 arrows, because I am useless. Crossbow bolt, sorry. Don't seem to be a large number of zombies at the moment. It's a bit weird. So you heard that gore block explode then. That was a nurse that was stuck on there. I didn't hit anywhere near it there. I think he's trying to get inside, but hey. I hear a flaming one. Or a burning one. Oh, he's over there. Oh, that was exactly what I didn't need to happen. Not what you need, but hey, you survived it. Take the good with the bad. He's falling out so I can shoot him in the neck. They are going to go through that building, so it means I'll be shooting from the inside to them. Doesn't really worry me too much. Gee, it's a pretty quiet horde night all in all, to be totally honest. Oh, goes directly below me. It may pick up slightly, but generally by now it's going pretty chaotic. So it's not going to be, because I probably died a couple of days ago, it's not going to be a massive horde. No, we can only do what we can do, so. Should follow the ring and see if he turns around to me. 4 block exploded, that's right. No, he's not going to turn around. Shoot him in the arse a few times. Blow his leg off. And miss him completely. Might need to come down to here so I can get a better angle at them. Yeah, it's pretty poor all in all actually the today. Oh god, here we go. So I'm going to do something pretty stupid at the moment. If any zombies come up behind me, I'm screwed. Basically just helping me destroy the door. That's all I'm doing there. Oh. Let's pick up there, quickly. Now I can hear other zombies, but I can't figure out where from. Oh Jesus, here they are. So yeah, I promised you a chaotic horde night and it's been pretty piss poor really. Right on top of the other zombie, which is a little bit annoying, but that's alright. We'll lose that one, doesn't always give... Ah, there's why. There is why. They came from that direction. So I'm going to do the interesting thing and go over and destroy these. A couple of zombies coming. Dead. These are all coming through the wall fences. Should be easy enough to control these guys. If you actually hit them. The second you miss them, they actually are on you. So... nothing stressful here for me at the moment. There's a zombie behind me. And my happy is just after she hit me. On foot. I hit him, but he still managed to come through, and that's didn't end well for me that bit there at all. Right, killed him eventually. One shot head kills is always handy. Go through here and see what these pricks are up to. Dead. Didn't hit her that time. Oh, should be hope. How the heck are you going to take? Let's have a first aid kit here because it's not really ideal what I'm doing here at the moment. Zombies coming from that direction. Take 8 hits to kill that fella for some reason. I haven't got my ticket. It's a little bit annoying, but hey. There's a zombie behind me. He's in the tent, so that's not too bad. He's having his own party for some reason. Doesn't know where he wants to go. So let's go and get these 2 zombies off the fence. Obviously getting hit by zombies as well causes you to lose stamina. In an ideal world you don't want to be losing stamina. But we've pretty much cracked the horde now. There's nothing too stressful about the horde now. They're not going to come in the numbers that they did come in at the start. It's 2:15, so yeah. There's other zombies around. What was that thing there? Is it a rabbit? Oh, okay. What are you doing out here, rabbit? Not really the night you want to be running around having your own little fucking circus. Come on then, woman. See how you like this. Take that. For some reason there's a zombie over there doing God knows what. Oh god, here we go. No, nothing stressful. Don't know what I was worried about. So it's not often I run around like this. I don't want those 2 zombies to hit that if possible. I do want those barrels. So let's try and not hit the barrel. Oh, there we go. Don't really want to be using the freaking lock for that exact reason. Go by the fence. So yeah, survival from here. There's nothing to scare me at this stage. Dogs would be the only thing that would really be of concern. There's a chance dogs may come. But I haven't seen... What is that? Oh, I'm on fire. Let's... Oh shit! Fire again. Let's... In case dog does come, do that. Search you because other zombies coming. I can hear them running. At least one other zombie anyway. Take that. Another one over here. Oh shit, didn't even hit him. That's not good. More zombies around, I just can't figure out quite where. Oh, there she is. And I lost the cap, which annoys me. Maximum cap. Oh well. Not been too bad of a horde really, all in all. Killed 51. Oh Jesus. 52 zombies. I was hoping for 50 kills. Worked out about right then. I think it's a bit more entertaining being down here and doing the horde as opposed to being up on the wall, so at least something good's come out of it. Another crazy lady. I think she's on crack, so I think these girls are on crack the way they run, but got her no problem. Yeah, so they're over there, they're stuck on... It's the only problem with being in a place like this, they get stuck on things. So... sometimes got to go and take care of them. More zombies around, a bit of fertiliser on the ground there that I can come pick up at some point. This is why there weren't many zombies come over to the... Jesus. That's not... Let's use another... It is the only issue with doing that sort of thing on the horde. You can get overwhelmed. But when you're as bad as me, stuff like this happens. Oh god, where's this fucking zombie now? Can't see anything when you're on fire. Didn't even kill him. Just do that now. Oh, he still hit me. How's that work? I don't think I actually killed him. Oh shit. Don't panic, don't panic, don't panic! Another level down. Oh well. That's what the price of entertaining streaming is all about. Getting down in the grit. Oh, I didn't know that guy was coming up behind me. I've used 3 or 4 first aid kits, but that's alright. I can handle it, I can live with that. Come here, plick. Oh god, I fucking missed him. Not again. Not again. That's on him. Oh shit, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. There's the other fella gone. And I lost another one. Jesus, what's happening here? I can't hit crap at the moment. Oh god, here's the dogs. I will be using my last first aid kit now. Come here, asshole. Oh god, there's more of them around. They are coming and they're just keep coming, don't they? I've got to be careful because I've actually got no first aid kits left. Oh, and there's another dog coming. Oh shit. That's like one hit kill dog, I don't mind that. Oh. Don't really need to be doing this stuff for my heart condition. Run out of stamina. It's always nice. Let's hope the zombies only come from one direction. And no, I'm not talking about the band, which is shit. Don't care what any of you say. One Direction is crap. Wouldn't know music if it jumped up and bit them on the arse. That was a little bit off subject then, obviously. There's a dog. Let's kill him with the crossbow. Well, let's try and kill him with the crossbow. Let's take 5 shots to kill the dog. This time, maybe. Take that. Okay. So is that zombie inside? I think it might be. Oh no, he's over there. And one last hit just for bloody old time's sake. Another zombie over here, so I'm just going to kill this one and then figure out how many zombies I actually killed in this horde. Started at 506, ended at 587, so what's that make it? 81 zombies. I'm pretty happy with 81 zombies. Even though I took 5 medical kits. That's the fault of me going downstairs. I'm just going to go around and loot them all, see what I can find on them. Might be some good stuff, might be some ammunition, might be some maps. Oh, jeez, I saw that. What do you call it? Shadow Wolf. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with 81 zombies. Killed more. I've killed over 100 on some hordes. Depends if they get stuck on the fence like these ones were. It means they won't come to where I'm based. Generally don't tend to get them respawned as often. So, yeah, as I said, it's a toss-off between staying up on your wall and surviving, or doing what I did and making a prick of yourself. So, let's get the hell out of here first. Let's go through one of these. I'll go and clean up these zombies down here, wherever they are. '81, 82 zombies. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Would have given me a few skill points. Would have gone up a few levels, I'm sure. Let's have a look. Yeah, well, see, I was on about 51, so does that make it 35 points? I might have gone up 7 levels then. 6, 7 levels, something like that. That's alright, pretty happy with that. I did go down 3 or 4 maximum cap points, but I'll get those back pretty quickly when I eat some food, so... Up a couple, I think. Yeah, we're up 2. So, I'll get those back pretty quickly. Not too stressed about that. A lot of bodies lying just around randomly around this place, obviously. Usually they'd always all be in sort of one vicinity by the wall of the prison, because I have to go around killing them and entertaining you lot is pretty much my aim for that, to make it worthwhile viewing. There's nothing worse than watching a stream that's just boring. So I hope I achieved that. I hope you enjoyed the stream, or the horde night, should I say. I'm going to continue to stream for a little bit longer. Got no real other plans as far as this town goes, other than just really looting it, seeing what I can find. Fix my leg. It's handy. So as it turns out, I didn't need half as many crossbow bolts as I expected. I didn't use my crossbow when I was on the ground, which is obviously the main reason for that. It's taking me there for next horde. There's no piranhas there. I didn't need the arrows, but better be safe than sorry. They will be of no use to me now, pretty much, because I will be still be using crossbow bolts. Once I get my forge sorted out, I'll build some more. I won't be using arrows, so yeah, I think it was a reasonably good horde for me. '81 or 82 zombies killed. Mission accomplished. I'm pretty hungry actually. I'm wondering when I'm going to have dinner. It's almost night time here, so it must be coming up to dinner time. Not going out tonight. I went out last night, and yeah, I wasn't feeling overly flash at the end of it. more copper, or so I say brass. Break down these bodies actually. The main reason I break down the bodies is for the bones. The bones will be used to make glue, the glue will be used to make duct tape. Most people know that, but that's the reason I break down the bodies. You can obviously get rotten meat off them, and I could obviously, once I go to the, what do you call it, the popping pills, it'll have a workbench, a chem's bench in there, and I'll be able to make fertilizer. So I think I've already read this one. Yep, that's right, I will read it again, can't hurt. So yeah, I'm started, almost cleaned up all the bodies. There's a few round on that other side where I started, which I will loot and break down. Let's throw you away, I don't need you. And let's scrap you down. Which I can't do yet. I've almost broken up all the bodies that I need to. Stripped them down, got the bones off them. Probably 10 or so here. Don't know, I might get something decent. I wouldn't mind a treasure map would be good, but we'll see how that pans out. I've only found a couple so far in this game, and I don't go and search for them quite yet. Wait till my looting levels are a bit higher, or my, what do you call it, quality Joe. Pretty disappointing, to be honest, the amount of loot on these bodies. Then I go and say that, and we get a treasure map. So it's sort of made up for a lot. It's not, still not great, but it's made up for a lot. One thing surprised me, there's actually no ammunition. I haven't found any ammunition on any of these bodies. Seems a bit odd, all in all. Usually you'll find one of the female zombies with some ammunition on them. Doesn't appear to be the case this time, although I've got a couple more bodies to loot yet. 3. Yeah, no ammunition on that in that horde to be found. A couple of the bodies that broke up may have had it, but I doubt it. I think I've pretty much done all the bodies now. There was a couple over here, yeah. Actually, there's one probably over... No, actually, there's a few more for me to actually chop up yet. One here, a couple by the building over there that were jumping up and down by the... Oh, look at the chicken. What are you doing there, chicken? Just for the sake of being there, I'm going to kill you. Bust you up. Bit of meat. Let's take that. Should be a couple of bodies over here. And we finally find some ammunition. So yeah, it didn't make a total prick of me. It did actually have ammunition in the end. These blue ladies, this one was, tend to be the ones that give you ammunition, and there you go. Worked like a treat, that did. Stuff it, let's throw the food away. And sitting in the middle of the ear. So I've got to come back here and loot. this sort of stuff eventually, so I'm not worried about it right at this moment. A few boys I hadn't managed to remember that I hadn't looted. Might be some stuff to be got off them eventually. Blueberry seed. Don't really concern me too much either. Another map. Not a map, sorry, a mission or a quest. Now that should be pretty much it. Oh, if anything more I'll find it eventually anyway. Actually, yeah, no, we'll go back over here first. I'll go back and grab my pickaxe and my axe in a little while. Drop. Somewhere I haven't been, so I don't mind going and searching, going and getting that. What I do want to do is go and get my axe and my pickaxe before I take off. A rabbit survived. The zombies didn't get it. Hey, crap. What's happening? Crap on floor. What an awesome name. That is shit hot, man. For lack of a better word. Shit hot, mate. Yeah, fucking awesome name. What have you been up to, crap? How long have you been watching? Have you watched me? Did you watch me do the horde? You there, bro? No, you're gone again. Never mind, never mind. Hey, Valencian? I hope I pronounced that right. How you going, mate? Alright? So you just joined. So you didn't see me do the horde, obviously. Wasn't a bad horde. It was, if you go back and watch it on the video, it's only just literally happened 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. But yeah, it was a bit entertaining. I got down off my where I was hiding for the horde, and fought them on at ground level. So it was pretty entertaining. Hey, a native, what's been happening, buddy? You just got on as well. You have obviously you missed the horde. You boys should go back and see me fight the horde, which I just did about 10 minutes ago. Bit of entertainment if you're looking for something to have a look at. But at the moment, I'm just going to pick up the drop, and then I'm back into looting. So what have you been up to, native? How's everything been going? Got 2 people on at the moment, which is nice. Valencian, who has never been on one of my streams that I know of. But yeah, native, you're back again, which is good of you. Thanks very much. Killing deer, killing pigs, pretty boring sort of stuff. still 2 people. There might be somebody else on here. So yeah, no, welcome to the stream, whoever's on. If I can get over that stone, over that piece of wood. Oh yeah, man, that's what I'm just about to do. Actually, I'm bloody starving. Hangover starving is my excuse. But, not too bad. Yeah, mate, if you get a chance, have a look at it and see what you think. You been playing it all, Native? What'd you have for dinner? What's your little sister play? Yeah, mate, I'll, if it's one of these guys that's on the stream, I will accept your request when I next log off. We'll next finish the stream, which actually isn't going to be too far away because I'm going to get something to eat soon. But yeah, no, I'll definitely accept your friend request. I haven't got time to do it quite yet. Need to get myself a new fight club and also a new hunting knife, I'd say. What's America Army Proving Ground? Never heard of that one. Is it any good? I'm always looking for new games to give a try. I've never heard of that one before. Is it fun? Where's my arrow? I just moved towns or townships in the game, so I've only been here about a day in this new one. It's not too bad. It had a working stiff, so I looted that, got a bit of stuff out of that. We're just going to spend a couple of days here and just see what I can rustle up. Another deer, let's kill that. Something to drink. Oh, so Yucca juice does give you the odd up level. It's been a while since I drank any and it gave me another level, but it does still do that, so that's good to know. So this is my secret hiding place, Native. I don't know if you know about this one. I might have shown you this one already. Oh yeah, I might give it a go. I'll have a look and see whether it's whether you need to be in America. 6 out of 10. Oh, so it's not that flash then. What do I get there? AK-47 stock. There's nothing wrong with an AK-47 stock, level 500. Not that I use the AK-47 very often. Right, let's go and do some looting. I'll turn off the light on my mini bike first. Yeah, you like that one? Yeah, it's pretty cool, eh? Don't know if many people have thought of that one, but yeah, I've been using it for a while. It's pretty hard for somebody to know that it's there. The zombies are killed in the horde. Yeah, man, she's a sharp hiding place, that one. It's the only one of the POIs that you're able to do it on, because it's the only one wide enough. But yeah, it's right in the centre of town, which I like as well, this one, so I can base myself there. Wasn't a bad little loot, that one. What else have you been up to, Native? You been doing much? I see you on the on other people's streams, obviously. I see you on Viprin stream. No, this is multiplayer. I only ever play multiplayer. I don't play private or solo. It's you can jump on if you want. Obviously, once your sister gets off. So I've had a few people get on, not many, but nobody's found me yet. So that's why I hide my stuff, because anybody who jumps on. Don't think it does, mate. No, I don't think it does. I think you have to be on solo player to be split screen. Only offline. Oh, okay. Yeah. So my game doesn't. No. You have to be solo, don't you? I think solo or private, maybe. I'm not too sure, but yes, I'm just going to do some looting. Just the sort of boring stuff, but necessary stuff. Let's have a look on the roof, see what there is. What about you, Valencian? You been up to much? Look at that for skill. What am I doing here? Not at all. Not at all. Not much at all? Yeah, no, I know that feeling. I don't do bugger all at the moment. Just cruising around, playing a bit of playing a bit of 7 Days to Die, and that's it really. As I was saying earlier, I got pissed last night, so I'm a little bit hungover. But apart from that, everything is good. I need to make myself some first aid kits because I used so many during the horde. I hit that. Don't know why I missed it. So that's pretty much that looted. Nothing real value in that thing. Get this barrel from over here. On fire. There might even be a barrel inside this one actually. So let's go through here. Where the fuck did that come from? Thought I heard a noise. Ammunition. Get rid of stuff that I don't need. Oh yeah, can't complain about meat stew, potato, and I think that's a pretty good find actually, I must say. Yeah! Sorry. Sorry, boys, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to yell into the microphone. I apologise about that. That would have been very loud. I'm really sorry about that. Sorry. Yeah, man, that was, I imagine that was really loud. What I'm going to do is break down the... What am I doing here? What do I not need out of this stuff? I don't need you for a start. Don't really need you either. Break down this workbench. So I'm going to go and have something to eat pretty soon, boys. Thanks for jumping on. Please come back again. Is that zombie right behind me or not? Nope. It's already been mainly through here. I will grab the